Hey, welcome back to Win Your Claim Wednesday. I'm here with the claims manager, Chris. He's here somewhere. Say hi, Chris.
Hello, everyone. How you guys doing today?
Doing great, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. It's Wednesday. We always get to talk about our favorite parts of the claim process,
That's
which
right.
is coming to a closure and actually increasing the claim, making the insured back to pre-loss condition.
A big W,
Big
right?
W or field goal, however you want to look at it.
Yeah.
The kick is
Field
good.
goal W. All right. So start us off, and I'll kind of fill in the details, but what was it? How did we win it? Where are we going?
Yeah, this was an interesting one. This was actually a church,
Okay.
and I'll give a little bit of backstory behind that, but just the numbers alone on this. So before we got involved, the insurance company opened coverage, and they decided that the total damages were going to be around 347, $250,
Okay.
which okay, sounds all right. But then they decided to bring a professional, Bellator, to come take a look at it.
So they had roughly before we got involved about $350,000,
Correct,
give or
correct,
take. Okay.
give or take. And they weren't sure that was enough. And so they
Right.
had a professional like you come out there, take a look at it. They're like, this doesn't seem like it's going to cover everything.
Right.
And so this was actually going up against an engineer as well. They had an engineer report. They were saying,
Mhm.
hey, this is just the damage over here, blah, blah, blah. And at the very end, this claim closed out with an increase.
Hold
Brings it
on.
to, go
Hold
ahead.
on. We're
Okay.
gonna we're gonna wait for the final number. But
All right.
ultimately, Chris, like you had said, this one's an interesting one because there was a church when I got involved, the church almost felt guilty or felt bad that they'd have to hire us so we could fight the insurance company because as you know, we fight for the
Yeah.
insured. And it's so interesting because they felt bad. And I just had to say, look, if you guys don't get the money you need for the roof, how are you going to get that extra money? Well, we're going to have to ask for an offering for the service and the church and the roof
Mhm.
and everything else to get taken care of. And I said, okay, does that limit your ability to help people in the community? Yeah, absolutely. And the difference that we were able to get, Chris will explain here in a little bit, is drastic, right? This isn't probably one of our biggest increases, but probably one of the most important because every single dollar the church has to spend on maintenance is a dollar they can't spend in the community helping the poor or widows or orphans or any of those variations, right? Giving people meals, a place to stay, maybe the homeless, a sleeping bag, whatever it might be. There's so many things the church can do. And so I just had to ask and just kind of like help them through the process. Like, are you sure you don't want to move forward with the claim? Well, we're not sure what to do. So I looked at their policy. And it's a policy that insures churches specifically. And I have dealt with this company before, and I told the church, hey, this is my experience. And it's funny because they call themselves this company that is related to churches directly, and they're not very churchly. They just don't behave that way. And it was
Mhm.
really difficult to get over that hump. But once we did, and I said, hey, look, I'm going to do this. You guys have full settlement authority. Let me lead the charge, and I will check in with you and let you know how it's going. And if you don't like it, you can tell me, hey, man, we're done, or whatever it might be. And that's kind of how we move forward. And ultimately, we got our own experts involved because we had to fight this engineer's report, and we got a thermal drone survey of the roof that showed absolutely the roof is leaking. There's moisture in the roof and we could show multiple sections. And then after that drone report, we went back in and did our own moisture survey where we step through where all the moisture is shown on the roof and we actually use our moisture meter to see, hey, does this actually have moisture? Does it not?
Mhm.
And if it does, where is it? And then we did core cuts and we freaking did everything that we could to prove the claim on behalf of the church, which is a
Mhm.
requirement under the policy, which most people don't know. Most people think the insurance company comes out and they're going to prove the claim for me. It's not how it works. Insurance comes out and expects you to prove the damage and you to prove your claim and actually expects you to show them sometimes exactly why they should pay the claim. I know it's absurd, but this is the
Mhm.
thing that we do for you as the insured to make sure you're getting back to pre-loss condition. So long story short, we got involved, we got the whole process taken care of, and then we ended up winning the claim for the church. And Chris, what were the final numbers?
Final numbers were $685,446.
Boom.
which is a 97.40% increase. So almost
Yeah,
100%.
baby. Yes.
So,
And so, like I said, probably not one of our largest increases from what the insurance
mhm.
company initially offered, but such a moral victory for us as Bellator and winyourclaim.com, but also the church who was able to get their building to pre-loss condition. They were super happy. I got referrals from them, and they're actually a reference of mine, and they gave us a fantastic review. So, it pays to do the right thing. And when your insurance company is not doing the right thing, I want you to contact us so we can help you win your claim. Chris, last thoughts, my friend.
I just think it's great that, you had mentioned that the insured was a little hesitant at first because it's
Right.
almost going up against your beliefs. Do you fight this? Do you not? At the end of the day, that money's owed to you. It brings you back to
100%.
pre-loss condition. That's why you pay those monthly premiums. So you made a great point that, hey, I'm not going to just settle for the insurance company. They don't get to dictate, what the true damages are. Have a professional on your side like we are. We can assess that, make it extremely reasonable, bring it back to pre-loss condition. So awesome
Yes.
work.
Heck yeah. Thank you for adding that, Chris. We appreciate you guys. Winyourclaim.com. Visit us, see how we can help you guys.